Now for our feature story of the day, big news, Michael Saylor's bold plan, $84 billion strategy to fuel their Bitcoin investments. That's right, incoming $84 billion Bitcoin acquisition in total. He originally announced the 21-21 plan. Well, he just more than tripled that. And this is mind-boggling to say the least. And let's start actually with a tweet from Saylor. MSTR announces Bitcoin yield of 13.7% and Bitcoin gain of 5.8 billion year to date. Double capital plan to 42 billion equity and 42 billion fixed income to purchase the biddy, and increases Bitcoin yield target from 15 to 25% and a Bitcoin gain target from 10 billion to 15 billion just for this year for 2025. This is the official press release dropped by Saylor, and make sure to check the show notes below the video in the description on the Rumble and the Tube. I always include the resources where I get the news from, and shout out to the Giga Chat making massive news to say the least. So yeah, Saylor strategy says it still has 57 billion left of the 84 billion to raise to buy more Bitcoin. I mean, who's doing it bigger than that? Can the United States even compete with their strategic Bitcoin reserve? Will 21 Jack Mallers' new company be able to compete with the backing of Tether? Yeah, I mean, you guys let me know. And in other news, as you can see here, I wrote 84 billion in Bitcoin purchases incoming, broskies. Let's see what else we got here. Bullish Bitcoin. Oh, a random. Bitcoin price forecast from 2025 ranges from 122 Gs to 700,000 according to the major banks, investors, and funds. Most of the estimates fall between 200 and 250,000, with BlackRock 700,000 target, assuming a 2 to 5% institutional portfolio allocation, into the preload biddy going up forever, Laura. So here are all the targets for this year, 2025. Standard Chartered primary shareholder, BlackRock. They're projecting 200,000. HC Wainwright 225. Cena 135 to 285. BlackRock 700 Gs. Fundstrat 250. Pompliano 250. Shamat P 500. Van Eck 180. 10x Research 122. And GFO 150. But let's get to the man of the hour, the Mikey Saylor. I just shared with you the official tweet. Currently, the company holds 553,555 Bitcoin, acquired for a total amount of 37.9 billion at an average price of 69,000 per biddy. MicroStrategy achieved 13.7% return in Bitcoin and a gain of 5.8 billion since the beginning of the year, up 6 billion, and we're only in the month of May just for this year. The company now aims for a Bitcoin return of 15 to 25% and a Bitcoin gain of 10 to 15 billion this year. Since late 2022, MicroStrategy significantly ramped up its purchases for Bitcoin, acquiring Bitcoin regularly every week. This trend has continued this year. You know, the infamous Saylor tracker, typically every Sunday he does a post. The following day on a Monday, he makes the official announcement like clockwork. Currently, Saylor and his company hold over 2% of the total Bitcoin circulating supply, making it the publicly traded company with the largest amount of Bitcoin. Only BlackRock, which is the world's largest asset manager, holds more. They currently have 570,000. Let's update that. As of the other day, it's now over 600,000 Bitcoin. So if you can collectively add up the two giants right there, BlackRock and Saylor, they have as much Bitcoin as Satoshi, like 1.1 million, ballpark range, game on. And they've been able to achieve this almost effortlessly, it seems. And as part of the 84 billion fundraising effort, MicroStrategy announced a new public offering of 21 billion in common stock. The company already raised 6 billion of that through the issuance of its Class A shares, hence why Saylor is the Bitcoin alchemist. Furthermore, they have recently indicated they still have 57 billion to raise to buy more Bitcoin. Their massive accumulation strategy is currently only 32% complete. So in conclusion, this initiative confirms MicroStrategy's unwavering commitment to Bitcoin and also underscores the increasing importance of cryptocurrency in the current financial landscape. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. With Saylor, massive acquisition. Let me know if you have any exposure to MicroStrategy, and do you think this will be achieved potentially this year in 2025, 84 billion in total raise to buy Bitcoin. And how much Bitcoin do you think that will put them at before the end of the year, considering we're in the second quarter right now? Still got a long ways to go. But let me know your thoughts, fam, and I'll read your comments out loud. And again, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. It seems the condition of the stream is still excellent on my end, so good stuff. How can I rate? That's what I'm saying. How can I borrow just a few billion? I'm not greedy. I just want a couple of billies at 0% interest, and I don't got to pay it back for 5 years. I want whatever the deal Saylor has. Please. Imagine going to your local bank, I'd like to get the deal Michael Saylor got, please. I'd like to borrow 84 billion, 0% interest, please, and I'll pay it all back in full within 5 years. Mark my word. I'll give up the Nippinator as collateral if I have to. You're former chairman of the SEC. Nippinator's the new collateral. You got to do what you got to do.